You're welcome back. And government is determined to increase the number of military hospitals in the country. This is according to Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. Mr. Ofori-Atta was speaking at the 75th anniversary celebration of the medical facility review that plans are far advanced for the construction of a third military medical facility in the country, whilst acknowledging the infrastructural and logistical challenges facing the 37 military hospital. Mr. Ofori-Atta stated also that the 37 hospital will be relevant as an emergency response center even after the construction of other two facilities. JoyNews' Maxwell Agbagba was there and has come through with this report.
Since its official commissioning on the 4th July 1941, the 37 Military Hospital has provided healthcare to military officers and their families. Major General Francis Amanfo retired recalls moments when he suffered third-degree burns while serving in the military.
No, I was not even 1 year old as an officer, second lieutenant just commissioned, and we were on operational duties in the Brown and Hafo region. And our vehicle got involved in an accident. I was burnt. I had 3rd degree burns. And it was this hospital which took care of me until I was later evacuated to the UK for further treatment, you know. So anytime I visit the hospital, I have very fond memories. I stayed here for 3 months in bed, you know. So anytime I visit the hospital, I have very fond memories of the hospital.
Maybe for our viewers to appreciate what you're talking about, maybe you just want to show us a bit of, you know, yeah, so maybe the cameraman can actually capture that. And 37 military hospital actually provided the service of taking very good care. Do you think the treatment would have been different if you were, you know, hospitalized in any other facility and not military hospital like this?
Yeah, I think that the first aid that was given to me by this hospital is what saved my hand, you know. And if I had been to any local hospital, the story would have been different. The story would have been different. So 37 is a specialized, you know, unit, and it takes care of injuries sustained during operational duties and the rest. You know, so we have very, very good specialists who have trained in the treatment of people who are traumatized in the war front. You know, so the treatment you get here will certainly be different from treatment you get from civilian hospitals.
The 37 military hospital actually got the name. Its name 37 military hospital was because it was the 37th military hospital that was built in the British West African colony. So that's how come it's called the 37 military hospital.
The hospital in Sierra Leone during the war, and that was 38 military hospital. So Ghana was 37 military hospital. Sierra Leone was 38 military hospital.
Wow, that's interesting. And another thing also, it's the bats very close to, you know, the military hospital. We understand that a chief was hospitalized here. And when he was brought here, a chief from Chibi actually, when he was brought here, the bats followed him here. Until then, they've stayed here, and they are always, you know, here. Speaking at a ceremony to mark the 75th anniversary celebrations, Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta stated, in spite of the logistical and infrastructural challenges, government is committed to putting up 2 more additional military hospitals for the country.
We know that the hospital has many challenges which we need to improve on, namely issues of staffing, broken equipment, logistics constraints, infrastructural expansions, maintenance, and many more. While the President Nana Akufo-Addo's led government is committed to completing the 37 military hospital in Kumasi, we are also examining the feasibility of constructing a 3rd military hospital in Tema.
This monument was also put up to mark the 75th anniversary celebration. Reporting for JoyNews, Maxwell Agbagba.
Maxwell has also been speaking with the Deputy Minister for Defense, Major Retired Derek Odro, who's been talking more about new military hospitals and some history about the 37 hospital.
Marvelous, superb. The thing has been planned and executed very, very well, accurately. You know, as you've heard This 37 military hospital was put up so many years ago in 1941 during the World War by the colonial masters. After the war, the activities came down a bit, but it came up during the formation of the West Africa Frontier Force and then the Ghana Armed Forces. Now it has been taken up and then it's operating to the full capacity by the Ghana Armed Forces, treating the service personnel, that is the soldiers and their families, the civilian employees and their families, and the retired officers and their families.
We understand that plans are far advanced to have another military hospital in Tamale, and then you're also committed to completing another military hospital in Kumasi. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, tomorrow I will be airborne to Kumasi, Afari, to do another inspection of the contract going on over there. It's 500 bed capacity military hospital in Kumasi. I think in August, the president is going to cut short to commence another 500 bed capacity in Tamale. So maybe very soon we are going to triple or quadruple the intake or the service provision by military hospital in the very near future. And that is the aspiration of the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the President of Ghana. So very soon, we are going to extend our tentacles to cover the whole nation to provide service for the military personnel, civilian employees of the service, as well as the entire population of Ghana. So very soon, maybe the Kumasi will be completed. Handing over will take place in February next year, and the journey was still ongoing.
Well, there are some who are putting up arguments that we should rather focus on retooling and providing more, logistics for the 37 military, the main 37 military hospital, because the finance minister even mentioned some of the challenges of this current facility. I think 2 weeks ago we heard of the incident that happened here, where a man, actually a middle-aged man here, died because he did not have oxygen. The hospital could not provide him with oxygen.
That is the challenges that we face, and most of the health facilities in Ghana here face. And that is why the President of Ghana has committed himself to make sure that everything within the hospital here is upgraded. And I think the soldiers are very, very happy what the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has done for this 6 months period that he has taken over the mantle of the government.
Well, away from that.